Now we are going to see Newton's interpolation method implemented in Python 3. So we are going to write through two functions, from one named coefficients and second one named interpolate. In the text the names are a bit different, but I am trying to keep the name meaningful. Okay, so the first function is coefficients. It takes two inputs, x data and y data. So this is going to represent, if our data is something like x0, y0, that is 1 through x1, y1, that is something like 2, 4, goes like that. Then x data will contain 1, 2, this first component, and y data will contain the second components. Okay, so that is the input of this function. So we are going to define this function to evaluate the coefficients in the Newton's polynomial. In Newton's polynomial we have seen p of x equal to a0 x minus x0 a1 plus etc plus x minus x0 x minus x1 etc into a. So this was our Newton's polynomial. These coefficients a0, a1, these coefficients will be evaluated or will be computed using this function in Python. So this function is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 statements are there in this function. In these 5, these two are the most important. So the first line, I am going to explain this program line by line. The first line, it says m is equal to length of x data. So how many values are there in x and y is equal to something say 10, 20. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is x9, right? 0 is 1, then 9 is 10. Okay, x9, y9 is equal to. Then m of length of x of data. Length of x data is here is going to be 10. 1, 2, 3, etc. 10. So it will be having 10 values. So m will be 10 in this case. In each case it will change. So we will evaluate the length of the first array. Next one, we are going to copy this value into a new variable called a. This is something specific for Python. Other programming languages usually use some other technique, something like a is equal to y data or something like that. But here we can copy objects, but here we are making a duplicate object. This is a different object from y data. It is having the entire data copied to a. So using Python method for array variable. For array object we have a method called copy. This array object is from NumPy. Actually we have seen SymPy. So this one is NumPy, numerical Python, NumPy. So from NumPy you will get an array object, and that array object have this copy method. Using this copy method I can copy entire data from y data into a. Now we are going to do a loop statement. Actually we are going to repeat these lines 1, 2, 3, etc. m minus 1 times. We will repeat m minus 1 times. Here m equal to, we have seen length of x data. Length of x data is x plus 1. So we are going to repeat this m minus 1 times, that is n times. Repeated. This line will be repeated n times. Now first k will have value 1, then 2, then 3, then last it will reach n, and then it will go to the next statement. When k is equal to 1, we will reach this statement. We will try to evaluate. Okay, we will try to evaluate this value. Okay, a of, here we are having a special structure, that is k is equal to 1, then we will first evaluate a of 1. a1 equal to a1, okay, I will write that. a1 equal to k equal to 1, when k equal to 1, a1 equal to a1 minus a1 minus 1 is a0 divided by x data of 1. X data of 1 is x of 1. Okay, I'm going to call it x1. This is x data of 1 minus 1, x data of 0. X data of 0 is x0. Okay, a1. Okay, when we started, a was exactly same as y. So a1 is y1, a0 is y0. This is same as del y1, which is a1. Okay, in the same step, we will evaluate a of 2 also. A of 2, k is equal to 1, we will find a1, a2, a3, etc. am. So a2 is going to be a2 minus a1 divided by x1 minus x1. Sorry, x2 minus x0. This is same as, so here we are not updating a1. When these statements are evaluated, okay, so first we evaluated this and updated a1. A1 is changed to, so I will write it here. A0 is, we didn't touch A0. A1 is changed to del y1. Now A2 is same as y2. We didn't change A2. We are going to change here. Okay, this is the, I am keeping 9. A9 equal to y9. This is our current status. We are going to evaluate A2. A of 2 is going to be A of 2 minus 1, A of 1. X data of 2, x2, x data of 2 minus 1, x data of 1, x data of 1, x data of, so k equal to 1, x data of 1 minus 1, x data of 0. Okay, k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1, okay, k equal to 1. Here I am going to use the variable j. Okay, here it is 2. Here also it is 2, then here also it is 2. Okay, a of 2 equal to a of 2 minus a of 1 when k is 1 at the first round. We will come to k2 will be evaluated next round. Okay, first round k equal to 1. Now the first value is j equal to 1. We have evaluated a1. In the same round, when this value changes to 2, a of 2, is equal to a of 2 minus a of k is still 1, a of 0, x data of 2, x data of 1 minus 1, x data of 0. X data of 0 is 0. So this is, we know, this is y2 minus, sorry, x data of 0. Okay, k minus 1, k is 1, 1 minus 1, 0, k of 0. Okay, y0 divided by x2 minus x0. This is nothing but del y2. Similarly, we will evaluate 3, a4, etc. a9. So this all will change to del y2, del y3, del y9. So now we have evaluated the column corresponding to del. Okay, now k will change to 2. When k changes to 2, this line alone update all these variables one time. Second round, when k is equal to 2, we will start again. A of 2. Okay, we will start from 2 to m. 2 to m means 9. Okay, we will go from 2 to not here m is 10, but we will go to range is from 1 to m minus 1. Range will contain values 1, 2, 3, etc. M and do not contain m. If range of 1, 5, range 1, 5 will contain 1, 2, 3, 4. It will stop there. It will not contain 5. So here it will not contain m. So it will contain, length is 10, but it will contain only, range will contain only 1 to 9. Okay, so in the second round, when k equal to 2, we will start from 2 to 9. Okay, when a of 2, so now we are not evaluating a1. We are going to evaluate a2. A2 is going to be, here k is 2, a2 2 minus 1 a1. a2 minus a1 divided by same x2 minus x1. Okay, a is equal to 2, 2 minus 1 1. Here 2. Okay, a2 is equal to a2 minus a1 by x2 minus x1. Here the value is, we have updated the value of a2 and a1. So with new value, it will be del y2 minus del y1 divided by x2 minus x1, which is nothing but del square y2. Now we will update a2 is equal to del square y2. In the same round, k will go to 3. Okay, so this is fixed, this is not going to change. This is fixed, this is not going to change. Now we will see what happens to a3. a3 equal to, a of 3 equal to, here j equal to 3. Okay, so a of 3 minus a of 2 minus 1 a1 divided by x data of 2. Okay, x data of 3. Here x data of 2 minus 1, x data of 1. This is a3 equal to del y3, a1 is equal to del y1, x3 x1. Okay, x data of 3. This is del square y3. Del square y3. Everything will be updated to del square in this round. When k changes to 3, again all these will be updated to, this will be fixed, it will change to del cube. After, so k will go from 1 to n. When it reaches n, it will become del raised to n, del raised to 9, y9. Everything on the top will stay, will remain unchanged. So after this line, we will have all the coefficients updated in A. A0 will be y0, that diagonal, A0 will be y0, A1 will be del y1, A2 will be del square y2. Okay. Then not A1. Actually this is A of 1. Okay. A of 1, A of 2, A of 3. Okay. This is going to be have the same meaning corresponding to the coefficients in the notice polynomial. A of 0 will be y0. So then we will return the value of A. That is the entire vector. The entire coordinate will be returned by the program. This is what happens in these 5 lines. It will compute all the table about divided difference. The entire divided difference table will be computed in these 5 lines. Next, we will go to the interpolation line. What we are going to do with